Guys, Desantis is being psycho again.
Troops to taking out these Mexican cartels.
We are going to lean in and we are going to defend our country. And so I was at the border in Arizona. So there was one part where there was a stretch of wall. These guys are working on the base of the wall. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, well, we're repairing it. I'm like, what happened? That the cartels can cut through. I mean, these are big steel beams and they're cutting through. And yet they're being allowed to come in to our country. They got backpacks on with fentanyl and all this stuff. So in those situations, yes, we will have deadly force authorized.
Would you send missiles into Mexico?
We would use all available. The tactics, I think, are can be debated. If you have something you want to accomplish, people would brief you on the different ways to be able to do it. So that would be dependent on the situation. But I think you're
But launching military forces into Mexico is a much different standard. That's why I'm asking this question.
But the reality is they are overrunning our border. They're sex trafficking. They're human trafficking. And they're bringing in massive quantities of drugs. I mean, our country is being invaded and hurt by what they're doing. And the question is, do we just throw up our hands and do we say there's nothing we can do about it? Or does a leader take action? Because I'll tell you this.
Is it a border? You said stone cold dead. And when you said that, that made me think this is more than a border patrol issue.
It is. Yeah, I'm going to have the military at the border 100%. I mean, if they're trying to break through the wall, we will have deadly force authorized to be able to stop that. I mean, if
to shoot migrants coming across the border.
Cartel members, I mean, you have to identify them as being hostile. I mean, if there's a woman with a baby, they're not a cartel member. There's not going to be authorization to just shoot somebody like that. But when somebody's got a backpack on and they're breaking through the wall, you know that that's hostile intent, and you have every right to take action under those circumstances. And if you guess what, you do that a few times. The times are a-changing. They will have to respond to that.
Yeah, I really don't think he's thought this one through. Does he know that they use women all the time as drug mules? Like, all the time. Have you ever seen that show Locked Up Abroad? Like, half the people on there are women that got caught as drug mules. So what's he gonna do when they start using women and children to send their drugs across? Is he gonna start unaliving them too? And the thing about the missiles? What? Have you talked to Mexico about this? I don't know how happy they would be that their allies are, sending missiles in. It sounds like he just wants to unalive anyone that crosses with a backpack on. Like, people wear backpacks when they travel. Do they realize that most of these cartel members' guns come from us? They really do. Maybe if we had better gun policies, they wouldn't be so dangerous. I really think the guy just wants to unalive people. He really seems to enjoy it.